welcome to our weekly astrology podcast. Here, Total Gemini, we discuss the planets, their location, and how they affect all of us for the given week. This week is June 2nd to June 8th, 2024, the 23rd week of the year. We briefly discuss the planetary placements for the week, along with relevant review of the basics. We give you some insights for everybody, and then stick around to the end, Geminis, for specific information relevant to just you. All right, this week, heads up, this is going to be a longer episode than normal. There's just so much to talk about, and I'm very influenced by the sun and the moon in Aries as I make my notes and review for this episode. Take a deep breath. All right, let's go. All right, June 2nd to June 8th, 2024. We start this week with the sun in Gemini in the fourth house and the moon in Aries in the second house. All right, let's talk about all the planets and where they're at, and then we'll get on with the rest of the show. Planet, sun, Gemini, fourth house. The moon, Aries, second house. Mercury in Taurus in the fourth house. Venus in Gemini in the fourth house. Mars in Aries in the second house. Jupiter in Gemini in the fourth house. Saturn in Pisces in the first house. Uranus in Taurus in the third house. Neptune in Pisces in the second house. Pluto in Aquarius in the first house. All right, that's how we start the week, where all the planets are on June 2nd at midnight. All right, everyone. Everyone likes to know about the moon and what's going on with it at the beginning of the week. So we'll start there. We have the moon starting in Aries in the second house. And as we know, the moon is about emotions, how you express yourself, and your intuition. Moon in Aries in the second house. So Aries is a sign of new beginnings as it comes with the spring season. Ruled by Mars, the Roman god of war, Aries can be passionate and courageous. They're good at starting things, but may lack seeing things through to the end. Aries have a strong will, they're self-centered and inconsiderate and intent on doing things their own way, especially the younger ones. They are the most likely sign to start a fight and the most likely to not be able to finish it. Aries is the cardinal fire sign. All right, moon in Aries in the second house. So let's talk about the second house. The second house describes your possessions and is key to understanding whether you will be wealthy and or have many possessions. Some astrologers believe that the second house describes your values and whether you are a person with strong or rigid values. For example, whether you tend to be liberal, accepting and tolerant of different ethical standards or even ethnic differences. And let's see what kind of things are more important to you and more value to you. So, money, income, possessions, and values. And I think maybe like politics and religion may come into here a little bit. All right. All right. And let's get on some events this week in history. All right. Some things never change. So here we go. On June 2nd, the year 455, Rome got sacked by a bunch of plundering vandals, and that lasted for about 2 weeks. So, I mean, that sounds to me like the protesters these days. So, people, we just don't change much, do we? June 2nd, 1692, a lady named Bridget Bishop was the first person to be tried for witchcraft, and she was later hanged. Now, you think our protesters are bad today? Anarchists simultaneously set off bombs in 8 separate U.S. cities on June 2nd, 1919. Seems like June 2nd kind of sucked over the centuries. Let's hope this year it doesn't suck. So, knock on wood, cross your fingers. But, history repeats itself. If you've been listening to my podcast, you know exactly what I mean. All right, there's a whole bunch of Geminis to list for birthdays this week, and we're building a page just for them on our website, totalgemini.com. But here's listed just a few you might be most familiar with. Anderson Cooper, he was born this week, 1967. Ruth Westheimer, 1928. Al B. Sure, 1968. Angelina Jolie, 1975. Suze Orman, 1951. Kenny G, 1956. Mark Wahlberg, 1971. Steve Vai, 1960. Dean Martin, 1917. And Prince, 1958. All those folks are born this week on their given years. It's just some really amazing people. You know what these people all have in common? The talent. The talent, and they talk. I mean, Anderson Cooper, Ruth Westheimer, Suze Orman, talkers, right? Talk, 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 talk. They Anderson Cooper on the news, Ruth Westheimer talking about sex therapy, and Suze Orman all about your finances. And then we got our musicians. I'll be sure, Steve Vai, Kenny G, and of course Prince. Save the best for last. And then we got these fantastic actors. I mean, and just just really cool. I think Gemini is just jam packed full of really neat people. Anyhow, let's get on to the insights for the week. Okay, June 3rd. June 3rd through June 4th. These are for everybody. Mars placement. Don't expect to get ahead today. Just focus on you. Don't concern yourself with outside approval or other people's opinions. And be bold and be confidently you. At this time, it's easy for you to express yourself boldly and confidently. You seem to care less about the outside approval, and this frees you to act on your own behalf and do something you have not had the chance to do. So get out there and do it, and don't care about what other people think. Don't, don't. Just take your time. Have a good day. June 3rd through June 4th, Mercury conjunct Jupiter. This is a good time for making long range plans, seeing the big picture, and thinking about what's really important to you in the long run. Reading books and articles of inspiration are beneficial right now for your personal growth and development. All right. June 5th and 6th, Sun and Moon placement. You can expect some support from close friends, family, women in your life, maybe. These people may bring you a sense of confidence, so that's nice. June 7th and 8th, Venus square Saturn. If you feel a bit separate and alone or some disappointment, we're going to assume this is Venus squaring with Saturn. Don't let it get to you. Just sit back and remember back on yesterday when everybody was on your side. So maybe they overdid it and gave you doubts, but let it roll off your shoulder, okay? And then June 8th, Mercury opposition of Venus. Your objectiveness yesterday should be evident today as love and appreciation bloom like a beautiful spring flower. Yesterday the rain, today the flower. So you have a little bit of back and forth, everybody, this week, but that's okay. Just remember the light at the end of the tunnel or the bloom at the end of the rain. All right, hang in there. You got this. Geminis, June 3rd through June 5th, Venus conjunct Mercury as Mercury trines the moon. This is kind of a three-way thing going on here. Your use of charm, humor, and a light touch to get your point across will be useful on the 4th. If you're feeling artsy, go with it. You just might produce some good stuff. Go for it. Draw a picture, sketch something, get your guitar out, whatever you do. You might have yourself a masterpiece. June 5th through June 6th, Venus conjunct the Sun. Your personal magnetism is strong and you attract appreciation, affection, and attention at this time. Feelings of love and a desire for beauty and the urge to be creative are strong. You beautify your surroundings and pay particular attention to your appearance. This is a good time to treat yourself or do something fun just for you. So that's nice. Go do something fun. That's really nice. I like what's going on here with Gemini this week. All right. June 5 through 7, excuse me, Venus trine Jupiter. Be lazy and indulge in relaxation, maybe a little vacation. You should be feeling quite content with everything seemingly going so smoothly. It's a fantastic couple of days for you, Gemini. Nice. Very nice. Enjoy it. June 5th through June 7th, the Mars placement, you are capable of forceful, decisive action, and you have the will to carry through on your intentions at this time. So good. You feel energized and strong, and things running smoothly. Sweet. Other people are going to see you being a little feisty and spirited, though. So use that to inspire other people. Okay. June 5th through June 7th, Sun trine Jupiter. This is a good time for relaxing recreation. Do you go camping? Do you hang out in your hot tub? Do you go to the spa? You just lay out on a hammock in your yard? Maybe sit on your deck at your apartment and people watch. Whatever it is, whatever you do. This is a good time for relaxing. Refresh, rejuvenate yourself, do things that you enjoy doing. Do it with a calm, quiet spirit and with a sense of humor and optimism. All right, Gemini, I hope you are getting this clear. This is a great week for you. And so let's go on to the 7th, June 7th. Jupiter trine the moon. Your mood is easygoing, agreeable, and tolerant. In fact, you may feel downright lazy. Lounging around at home is relaxing, perhaps unwinding at the beach or a lake appeals to you. Gosh, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. All right, everybody, thank you again for joining me, and I'll catch you next week. Later.